The sequel to one of the best movies ever made lives up to its expectations and is getting the success it rightfully deserves. I've already seen this movie twice at the cinema, and while it's definitely a spectacle to watch, one of the biggest and most fundamental questions in Gladiator 2 has pretty much remained unanswered. How did Lucius's father change from the one we're told was Lucius Verus to becoming Maximus Decimus Meridius? Does this mean Maximus cheated on his wife? And if so, does this weaken the plot of the first movie, since his family's death was the reason behind his vengeance?
Father to a murdered son, husband to a murdered wife, and I will have my vengeance.
Stick around, as we might just have the answer in this video. Of course, beware of spoilers from both Gladiator movies ahead. This is Python Selkin, hope you're all doing well. A theory we created on our channel back in 2021 revolved around the idea that Lucius could actually be the secret son of Maximus and Lucilla, with whom Maximus had a relationship in the past. In the first Gladiator, we learned that Lucilla married into royalty, with her child being named after his father, Lucius Verus.
Lucius Verus, after my father.
Now, while it was never explicitly stated, the first movie did leave hints that Maximus could have been the real father of Lucius. Apart from the relationship Maximus had with Lucilla in the past, the first movie makes it clear that Lucilla's feelings for Maximus never faded after all those years. Despite being unaware he was the father, in his final moments, Maximus was concerned about the young boy's safety, telling Lucilla that Lucius was safe in what turned out to be his very last words. A moment which we even see Lucilla trying to tell her son about in Gladiator 2, before being shouted at by Lucius. As was expected, the legacy of Maximus became an important part of the Gladiator sequel, such as new character General Acacius having ties to Maximus, as well as the confirmation that Lucius was indeed the secret son of Maximus himself. And while this twist had a strong influence on our new protagonist, the sequel somehow fails to explain how Lucius's father became Maximus instead of Lucius Verus, although there were some hints that allows viewers to piece it together. In Gladiator 2, we learned that Lucilla had to marry Lucius Verus at the young age of 14, which means that the relationship Maximus had with Lucilla was happening while she was married. We also learned that Lucilla's husband was interested in men rather than women, and the rumor that had spread around Rome was that the real father of young Lucius was actually Commodus, the brother of Lucilla, in a Game of Thrones-style incestual relationship, even though we all know this was not the case. Now, by the time of the first movie, the son Maximus had with his wife was said to have been nearly 8 years old, with Lucilla telling Maximus that her son Lucius was also nearly 8. Does this mean Maximus wasn't faithful to his wife? Not necessarily. In the first movie, Lucius definitely looked older than Maximus's child, with the young actor playing Lucius even being 4 to 5 years older than the age Lucilla said her son had, being around 12 to 13 years of age during filming. In fact, in Gladiator 2, as Maximus tries to work out the truth behind the disappearance of Lucilla's son, the man he talks to reveals to him that young Lucius was around 12 years of age when he supposedly died, not nearly 8 as Lucilla had stated. The fact that Lucilla sends Lucius away right after Maximus's death ultimately means that Lucilla lied to Maximus about her son's age. If word that the father wasn't Lucius Verus ever came out, such a revelation would cause chaos for everyone involved, which is why Lucilla might have kept it a secret for all those years, even from Maximus himself. This makes Lucius, the bastard son, around 4 years older than the other child of Maximus, and which also means that Maximus may have always been faithful to his wife. The pacing of Gladiator 2's story might not have allowed this revelation to pan out clearly, and the truth about Lucius's parents might be something director Sir Ridley Scott is planning to elaborate on with future sequels. Although with the supposed death of Lucilla, this might be a bit more difficult to unfold, unless Ridley wants his viewers to solve this, which is what this video is about. The ending scene of Gladiator 2 even focuses on the lineage of Maximus's son, with Lucius not only uttering the word mother at the Colosseum, but also calling his father to speak to him, as Lucius finally comes to terms with his destiny, which may serve as an indication of where the story could be headed in the future of the franchise. Having said that, what are your thoughts on all this? Do you think Gladiator 2 ruined the revenge story of Maximus by having him cheat on his wife? Or do you agree with this video as to why Maximus might have always been faithful? And what's your overall opinion on Lucius being the son of Maximus? Let us know in the comment section down below. Meanwhile, for all things movies and gaming, make sure to subscribe to our channel to stay updated with our latest videos. We'll make sure to return the favor with content you won't find anywhere else. Thank you all for watching, and until we meet again, strength and honor. Python and Selkin, out.